It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
One final time in 2025, welcome to the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. That's Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and soon to be a Happy New Year to you, my man. Hey, when you think about 2025, just in general, what comes to mind for you in the IHSAA for a full breakdown of the year?
Well, I think anytime we end a year, we look back and celebrate the highlights. And I think anytime, from my perspective, we have student athletes that get to grow up in an education-based athletic system with coaches who truly care about their well-being, but also challenge them to be in growth mindset where they continue to get better. They learn lessons. They learn things that they can take through with the rest of their life. And it's not always fun. It's not always easy, but it's also valuable. And I would challenge anybody that's out there that's doing great things with their life as an education-based athlete. I think they would all contribute the lessons that they've learned when they were in high school to their success in their adult careers.
And I know you guys are constantly meeting together at the IHSAA, talking about how you can improve things, talking about how things can change for the positive, directly impacting kids' lives. But in terms of goal setting, Paul, from year to year for 2026, and I understand that, the summer is kind of the time from academic year to academic year. But is there any specific goal setting that you guys embark on for a new year like 2026 coming up?
Well, we constantly talk about how to make the organization better. To make it better, we have to have appropriate rules and regulations to support an education-based athletic system. So we're constantly reviewing the bylaws of the association. We're constantly reviewing where we need to be in the future. We constantly look at what's going on across the country at the collegiate level and even at the high school level to see how we can continue to evolve and maintain our mission. We just released our annual report, and we do have an enduring mission of education-based athletics, but we also understand that has to continue to evolve to be relevant. And we've been in that same kind of growth mindset since 1903, and we're going to continue to be there this next year. And I'm sure it'll be met with some changes that match what our educational environments are within our local high schools.
Paul, anytime folks are at games, of course, a huge part of any IHSAA sporting event are the officials and the referees. And, you and I talk about it a lot. But, for anybody out there who attends a game and says, this is a way I think I could give back to my community. What do you say to them about, hey, make the jump, take the chance, become an official here in 2026?
Well, I would challenge anybody that loved the game, that really wants to get back. And a lot of people do it through coaching and they do it through spectator, but a great way to do it is officiating. And, it's a tough job at times, but it's also rewarding because the companionship among other officials is something that it's just incredible. They get along, they support each other, and we don't get to play the games. I didn't get to play without great officials who wanted to get back to the game, and that is still today. And I would challenge anybody that if they've ever been inclined to do so, now's a great time in 2026 to sign up and become an official. And it doesn't have to be at the varsity level. Maybe that would be the goal. But a lot of our officials are licensed through our system. They just get back at the youth level, and we're wonderful. We're supportive of that also. But get out there, become an official, and get back to the game we all learned to love.
And Paul, last thing, not just becoming an official, but just attending sporting events, supporting your local community. I hear you on the commercials all the time. Buy a ticket, support your local school. At the end of the day, that makes a huge difference.
It does. Local high schools in Indiana run their athletic departments based upon the people who buy tickets to go to their game. It's so important. And other states are different, but Indiana is unique, and we like it that way because the primary way that they buy uniforms and buy meals for the kids and support their fun to be able to support the kids is through buying a ticket. So I want to challenge everybody in 2026, if you haven't been in a while, get out there, buy a ticket, go to your local high school and watch a game because you will enjoy that dollar that you spend as much as any professional or any collegiate athlete or any collegiate opportunity that you get to. And so get out there and watch those kids.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, Happy New Year as we get started for this newest year.
Newest year, yep.
Newest year of the Triton girls basketball, who are live here from the terrace of the Trojan Trench as Caston and Triton square off two teams with one loss in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. Caston 4-1, Triton 2-1. Triton right now on a 5-game losing streak, and the Comets coming off a 3-game losing streak after they went on a 3-game winning streak before that to end out the year. Hi, everybody. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here today, we got Kenny Barnhart, absolutely Abby Veers, Caden and Caitlin on our sideline cameras, and as always, the Hall of Famer Orion Linder here for the Triton Children's Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. Abby, in those last several games, we saw, going back to the Manchester game, that was a couple possession game, but then unfortunately you ran to Elkhart Christian Academy, who's is extremely good. A Gemtown game where they were in but didn't finish, and then a tough loss against Bremen and Pioneer really kind of ended their year pretty poorly.
Yeah, and when you see with these girls, that's one thing I've talked to Avery about being at home. I was like, this is where you guys start. I said, you're reaching that midpoint of the season. I said, you had your slump. I said, you've had your break. I said, I want to see you guys come out with new energy, more energy, and within each other.
And with that group, we see a lot of good things, and you know, it kind of all starts down there with Sierra Hawley and what things she does. I mean, averaging over 6 points a game, the way she's kind of doing things for her team. She's creating stuff, but I really like the fact that she has attacked the basket the way she has in most of these ball games.
Yes, and that's props to her. She has started stepping up at that senior, and we see her in that shooting point. One person we talked about before the game is that we're wanting to start seeing let go, and she has here lately, apparently here in practice, is Chloe McKinney.
Yeah, and Chloe McKinney, another one. But at the same time, Savannah Hawley has done an outstanding – we'll talk about those Hawley girls right now because for both of them, they both lead the team in per-game average of just over 6 points per contest, and Savannah Hawley has done a nice job cleaning the glass, averaging over 7 rebounds a ball game.
Yes, and Savannah Hawley coming off of that Pioneer game where it was a very physical game. It was a very aggressive game for her, pardon me. And it's a different level of play for seeing her at, and she adapted very well. And she leads the team as far as free throw percentage, 66% from the line. She's 32% down there inside the 2-point line, but she's the one who can really use that length and those long arms and get herself some separation and really clean the boards. Yes, and one we're starting to see that kind of is piggyback off of her is Austin Wright, starting to really find her position down there in the post and really developing well here in her second season.
Well, and Austin Wright will be one of the starting 5 out there for tonight with Savannah, Sierra, Chloe McKinney, and Miley Groves will be the 5 for Triton out there tonight. For the Comets, number 4, Hadley Coughing will be out there with Grace Colvin, Natalie Warner, number 20, number 22, Madison Douglas, and number 33, Allison Craig will all be their starting lines. Well, let's talk about this Caston team, a team at 7-7. They've had a nice season thus far. You know, they ran into some tough teams there in McConaughey. They lost by 1 basket to North Miami in that Miami County tournament, and then, of course, a loss to Tippecanoe Valley their last 3 times out. But this is a team that Josh Douglas has. Watching them on film, they compete for every spot, every possession.
Yes, and looking back at those 3 games, yes, they've had themselves quite a year. They're going into this game, even Steven. So as they come in here, you can't really judge them off the last 3 games. Valley, an extremely difficult team. North Miami was a very aggressive and a difficult team for us, too. So they're playing those higher-up teams. And like you said, only losing by 1 to McConaughey and everything. They're going to give Triton a run for their money. And for them, the really kind of leading the way is Madison Douglas. She leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals per game. She is one that's she kind of the straw that stirs the drink for this group. And with her playing down there, Kenny, I mean, when you look at her standing 5'6", a 5'6" junior, she can really throw her weight around.
Yeah, she's going to be one of them that's just going to be cutting through, making things happen. Because, you know, when you get somebody out there that's, you know, can be a leader, they're gonna take control. And
Caston right now, you know what Josh Douglas, since he has taken the reins over, he is 5-0 against the Triton Trojans in his tenure as Caston's head coach. This is a guy, I mean, his team comes out, they compete. They run a very aggressive style of defense, but at the same time, they know how to turn that defense into offense.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
Oh, so sorry. That's one thing you know about this Caston team is they're going to come out defensively every single time. They run a tough, disciplined defense against whoever they play. And like you said, it really starts to develop into that offense once they get more comfortable in the game and who they're against.
I mean, they average shy of 19 rebounds per game on the defensive rebound side. But for them, 26 rebounds per ball game, and they do a nice job cleaning the glass. But those second chance points, when I watched them in the game against Rod. Sorry, was it Ron? No, it was not. It was Peru. The game I watched against Peru, that also was it was a close contest for them, but it's a team that they competed the whole way through. They were finding ways to get the free throw line. They're aggressive, but they work well together.
Yes, with these girls being together down there and everything, it's that chemistry that you see develop within this team that you've seen through all the years. That Douglas has really done a very good job, like with these girls, on being so team-like. You don't see any tension, you don't see anything, stress, frustration. They all come back together, and they always have that level head and keep going together.
Now, what things does Triton need to do tonight to get back on track to where we saw that team there in those first several games where they had those 4 wins out of 8 games, or they're 4 for 4 in their first 8 contests? What do they got to do to get back in that win column?
And see, if you're Triton here, you're Ashli Faulkner trying to get your girls back to that space. You're telling them to just start off aggressive. We usually typically our very first quarter is one of our best ones. We come out, we fire hard, and we get up going, and it kind of lingers over into the second. Lately with these girls in those last 4 or 5 contests, due to last year, you kind of saw them have that slow start, have that slow going motion throughout the rest of the game. They kind of just didn't have the intensity and the fire throughout them that you really see. You see it in spurts, but you really need to see them continuously have it throughout the game.
And I think it's going to come down to being that green light. I mean, in that first half, they're only averaging 14 points a contest in that first half. They're averaging 20 in the second half. Yeah, you're a better second half team, but you need to see that consistency across the board, Kenny, where you want to see those 10 points, 10 points, 10 points.
Yeah, just consistent, because it seems like you get your momentum, and then something changes, and then here all of a sudden, here you got a quarter that you only put up 2 or 3 points, and that just gets you so far behind that it's hard to get caught back up. Defensively,
they're allowing those 22 points in that first half, so they're playing catch-up in the second half, but they're even with their opponents in the second half.
And one thing they're going to have to watch tonight with Caston, like you touched on, was those points in transition. Those
points off turnovers.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, there was a T at the end of there. But, again, we appreciate everybody watching here tonight. Of course, as you saw potentially earlier, on TTSN Live.
That's a new website.
It's a new website. If you go there, it also has live scoring where our stats are feeding that as well in the ball game. If you're unable to watch, that is also there as well. So we're about 10 seconds away. We will turn over to PA announcer Jordan Nickus with the starting lineups in the national anthem. And after that, we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Caston Comets and your Triton Trojans Blue Swish. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of the Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Caston as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support are greatly appreciated. Now, if you'll please rise and kindly remove your hats as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glares bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Now let's meet the starters. First for the visitors, the Caston Comets. At guard, number 4, Hadley Coffin. At guard, number 12, Grace Coleman. At center, number 20, Natalie Warner. At guard, number 22, Madison Douglas. At 4, number 33, Allison Craig. Comets are coached by Josh Douglas. Now let's get on your feet for your Triton Trojans. At forward, a sophomore, number 1, Savannah Holly. At guard, a senior, number 2, Sierra Holly. At forward, a junior, number 3, Chloe McKinney. At guard, a senior, number 4, Miley Groves. And at forward, a sophomore, number 21, Austin Wright. Varsity is coached by Ashli Faulkner. The officials for tonight's contest are Jeremy Beckner, Rick Scott, and Michael Wollington. Let's have a great contest.
All right, as the starting lineup's out there for both sides, as Savannah Holly will greet Natalie Warner at center circle as they await the officials. We get ready to get this one underway. First ball game of 2026 for us. Although for some of us, the most important ball game was the first day of 2026.
Yeah.
And the Comets will control the tip. As working with it will be Grace Colvin. Goes in the corner, firing a 3 is Allison Craig. That one's off the mark, and Austin Wright gets the rebound. Back go the Trojans. Groves now with the basketball, working left. Now going to reverse and go to the right side. McKinney scanning. Finds Savannah Holly flashing through. McKinney goes to Austin Wright. She'll work inside the lane. Finds Sierra Holly blocked there by Warner. Savannah Holly comes away with the basketball down into Austin Wright. Gets caught between traffic, and a jump ball is the call. And Triton will hang on to it. I mean, good movement there, but you want to see, like we talked about before, I want to see Chloe McKinney start shooting. She's got the ability. McKinney will leave it up high. Savannah's going to track it down. Got to watch because Douglas had a beat on it. And now Douglas is going to get called a little too aggressive trying to get the ball. Kind of caught in a tough place there.
So Douglas going to pick up that first Caston foul.
So Savannah triggers the inbound in front of the Caston bench as they leave it for Sierra Holly, and she goes to work. Picked up there by Coughing. Good screen set by Austin Wright. And a little slow, very patient here on offense. Miley Groves goes to the middle, kicks out. Austin Wright with the up fake. Good close out there by the Caston defense. There it is. Chloe Machine Gun McKinney gets Triton on the board first on a good assist from Savannah Holly. Must have hurt us. Right on cue. Outside to Craig. Goes on the near side up top here to Douglas. She'll work from the top of the key. Feeds it down into Warner. Outside it goes to Colvin. Colvin down to Warner. Good feed. Basket's up and good from the baseline for Natalie Warner. Now both sides have lifted the lid. Back-to-back possessions here. Both sides scoring. Miley Groves stops on the baseline. Outside, Savannah Holly. She's going to dial a 3. It's on its way. Misses that one. McKinney and Douglas fighting for the rebound, but they're going to say it went off of Douglas, so it'll stay right here. And a fun fact for statistics, that was Savannah Holly's first 3 of the year. Of the whole season. Excuse me, the whole season. But it is from the air.
She stood there for a while before she was doing it. I'm like, just go.
Oh, Douglas and Holly get tied up. Down into Savannah Holly. Lost the basketball, regains control to McKinney. One more pass. Sierra will try a 3. Bank is closed, and rebound there goes to Douglas. Douglas in transition, tries to throw up to Colvin. Colvin lost the basketball. Out of bounds it goes, and Triton will come away with it. It was...
No, I got it.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. I don't know if it's hearing us or not. That's all right.
We got something we're trying.
Yep.
Now Sierra Holly on the right wing goes to work, feeds Savannah on the right elbow. Nice job by Colvin to rip away the steal. 1-on-3 fast break. Colvin leads the charge. Down, eye off in the air, but it drops out of bounds. They're going to say Triton blocked it. So it might have been a partial block there by Savannah Holly. Josh Douglas calling out his play. Ashli Faulkner talking to her defense, getting them set. Colvin, no one completely guarding. Everybody's watching it. Goes to Douglas in the corner. Now she'll drive in the paint, goes with the runner, contested by Holly, but not enough, as Douglas gives her team their first lead of the ball game. Holly hands it off to Miley Groves as she works it right to McKinney. McKinney tried to feed it down, but Douglas, another good heads-up play. She leads the team in steals, and she shows there as they go back to the way in a hurry. Steps through, goes up with that one. Off the rim, no good. Warner fighting for it, and McKinney comes away with the rebound, and a foul on the Comets.
Foul is on 20, Natalie Warner, her first, team second.
We're going to get a sub here.
That'll be the first substitution of the ball game, as checking in now will be Camila Hernandez-Rios. We'll check in on behalf of Madison Douglas. Now Caston going to turn up the heat a little bit on this Triton offense, try to force something. Miley Groves breaks the press, puts on the brakes. Colvin, nice job to stay with her. Groves picks up her dribble. Now to Sierra Hawley. Caston's going to stay in that man defense. Austin Wright drives, stops in the paint. Kicks it outside to Sierra Hawley with the up fake. She attacks, and we're going to get a 3-second lane violation on Savannah Hawley. She's caught in there too long, and Madison Douglas quickly back in the ball game for Hadley Coughing. Sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to have you muted there. I thought
I haven't said anything.
well, you never know. You might have a one-line zinger. We got to keep those on there, you know. Douglas, high pass for Warner, too tall. And a turnover for the Comets. Groves now. We'll hand it to Sierra. Hernandez-Rios to pick her up. Sierra calling the play. She looks for something to open up. Miley Groves gets free up to the top of the key. Now Savannah. Oops, that's where they're going to go to. Good feed on Austin Wright through traffic. And Austin Wright, bank is open.
Who fed her that?
Sierra.
Yes. Rios inside that three-point line. She's going to get double covered. Rick works out of the trouble there. Douglas with the up fake. Drives the lane. Pull-up jumper. And we'll get fouled by Savannah Hawley.
Savannah Hawley gets called for her first foul, team's first to foul of the quarter.
So Douglas to the line. For her on the year, she's shooting 57%. And she's good on that one. As Veers Baker will check in on behalf of Savannah Hawley.
Number 24, Avery Veers.
Douglas settles in, made the first one, and she will not connect on the second one. And Sierra Hawley tracks down the defensive rebound. Craig trying to knock her out of bounds, could not do so, and Triton finds a way out of the mud. Finds some traction. Hawley on the baseline. Run out, she tries to feed, but she'll throw it away to Madison Douglas. Douglas has a 2-on-3 fast break. She will drive to the right side, steps through, up and no good. She falls to the floor. Warner's putback is no good. Rebound there to Veers Baker. Rips away, jump balls the call, and the Comets will hang on to it. Checking in now will be number 24, Addison Steininger. But she will check in for Warner as Colvin triggers the inbound. Douglas freed up off the screen for three. Off the mark, no good. And Miley Groves rips her the rebound, but Craig was going to get called for a foul on the rebound. Kind of got her hand trying to knock it away, but kind of got caught there.
So that's going to be her first, team's third.
So now Miley Groves will trigger that inbound. Caston again applying the pressure. Goes to Sierra. Now the defense backs away, but Madison Douglas going to stay right with her. Goes down into Veers Baker. Pull-up jumper on the way. Does not find the mark. Good defense by Craig, where I believe Colvin got the defensive board. Now to Colvin. Leads Douglas. No one's home on the right side. Douglas goes up but cannot finish at the rim, and Miley Groves gets to the defensive rebound. Groves down on the right side. Stops in the corner. Goes to Austin Wright, but she will throw it away as Colvin steps in and steals it. And a foul call on the Trojans.
So Grove's going to pick up her first, team's second.
And Natalie Warner will check in on behalf of Grace Craig, or excuse me, Allison Craig. Checking in now will be number 25, Gigi Berry. See if she checks in for it. Might be for Madison Douglas, and it is. So trying with only one substitution to the handful there by the Comets. Josh Douglas not afraid to go deep into his bench. Berry now with it, goes up on top to Colvin. Colvin drives, stops, kicks outside. Fires for three. That one high off the backboard, no good. Warner rips down the rebound there. And a foul call.
Foul's going to be on Austin Wright. She kind of just got her arm kind of stuck up, tangled up, and there's no real way for her to get it out.
That's exactly what Allison Craig just found out moments ago. And Triton will take a timeout. They're going to take a full timeout, be their first timeout here tonight. So a lot of fun stuff for the new year. So Madison Douglas will be checking in. I'm not for sure for who yet.
If I had to guess, it was.
And Craig getting a look.
Yep.
Did you talk about the traveling trophy being here?
Ooh.
It is here, but it did not look like a paint can.
Oh, it's different now?
No,
it looked like a legit trophy. It was a legit trophy.
So we're done with that paint can deal, I guess.
I was so impressed with the paint can. Of course, Orion throw up there the view live scoring there. Go ahead and talk about it.
Well, I was going to mention that Caston's had the trophy for 2 games now because they beat Pioneer on December 11th. And then they beat Pioneer, and now they're playing us. And Judson before them had it for 6 games in a row.
Oh.
Orion's keeping track.
And who went out?
Let's see. So out there will be Hernandez, Rios, Colvin, Warner, Douglas, and alongside her will be Steininger.
Okay, so Barry's out.
There you go. Triton lineup is unchanged. So Colvin triggers it, sets it in motion, goes outside as she'll find it to Steininger. Steininger works it to Douglas. This is a Caston team that's averaged 43 points a game while allowing 39. Douglas pushes it to Colvin, calls for a catch and shoot 3 on the way. High arcing shot does not drop in. And it's a fight for the rebound. And Douglas with the hustle rebound for the Comets. She goes back in the middle, fires, and she will draw a foul.
So Grove's going to pick up her second.
And Janika Kemp, I will soon be checking in for her. So Douglas to the line. She's been there earlier. 1 for 2 on that first trip. First free throw is on the way and off the front iron, no good. So Janika Kemp checks in on behalf of Miley Groves. And Hadley Coughing will be checking in on behalf of Addison Steininger. So now Madison Douglas will settle in. Missed the first. Second one on its way. Does not find the mark, and Warner boxes out but gets the rebound, but there's a fight for it. Jump ball is the call, and it should go to Triton, as on the scoreboard it was wrong. So Triton comes away with it. Up to Chloe McKinney, back to Sierra Holly. Inside 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. McKinney goes down Austin, right untouched, but the bank is closed. A little too open. Wasn't expecting that.
And that sometimes throws you off.
You get your nerves going, and it just goes a little too hard.
So Triton now going to go with a little bit of a trap here. Chloe McKinney and Sierra Holly trying to guard Douglas. Douglas steps through, up, and doesn't drop it in. The rebound there by Coughing. Jump ball is the call. No, it's over here, guys.
Yep.
We goofed it up the first time. There we go. So Steininger will check in on behalf of Hernandez Rios for the Comets between here on the dead ball. So Colvin has done a nice job inbounding for the Comets here in this first quarter. They lead by 1. Goes to Steininger. Steininger steps back in the corner. Good trap by the Trojans. Coughing feeds Warner with the left-handed hook shot. Doesn't drop in, and Austin Wright cleans up the defensive rebound. Now Sierra Holly goes to work, but she'll carry it. And turnover. They're kind of see where she kind of went to dribble. She kind of had that weird forearm action. As Mayhem will check in with Lydia Hammond on behalf of Chloe McKinney. Triton going to change up, going to go look to a 3-2 zone. Put Lydia Hammond up top of the key. Into Colvin, corner three. Off the mark. Tipped around. Douglas gets the loose ball. She's had some nice hustle rebounds in this ball game. Coughing feeds Warner. They got Colvin outside, untouched. Dials a three. Can't get that one to drop in. And Douglas, another offensive rebound. And the players will collide in a foul call on the Trojans.
Foul is on Lydia Hammond, her first.
But team's fifth.
So that'll send Douglas back to the line where she is 1 of 4, I believe.
Yep.
So the first one for Douglas does not find the mark. She hit her very first free throw, but has missed the last 4. But that one free throw is the difference in the scoreboard right now. Can't get the second one to drop in. It's tipped around. Lydia Hammond comes away with the defensive rebound. Up to Sierra Holly. Triton has 30 seconds here on the clock. Ashli Faulkner makes her teams know where they want her to be. Also Wright might have got away with a moving screen. Janika Kemp gets the handoff. 15 seconds. And Triton will throw it away. A little too tall for Lydia Hammond. Wasn't ready for it. Now it's 11.1 seconds. Allison Craig will now check in.
Checking in for the Comets, number 33, Allison Craig.
Steininger will come out of the ball game. Now Triton's going to pressure up the floor. You need to keep track of Warner up here because Coughing could throw it up for grabs. They've got time to get down the floor. Colvin goes to Douglas. 7 seconds on the clock. Up the far sideline. She will attack. Kicks it out. Colvin fires one at the horn, and that one drops in. The assist to Douglas, and the Comets will take an 8-4 lead into the second quarter. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana.
All right, second quarter about to get underway as Caston with that 8-4 lead. Kenny, what were some things we saw there in that first half?
Biggest thing is Douglas just, offense, 3 points, small rebounds, lots of steals and assists. Warner really kicking it up there, but Holly on the other side just getting everything going around.
And, and Triton with 6 unforced errors there in that first quarter really has kind of kept them back in this ball game where they took the early lead after making the first basket of the ball game. Kemp on the right side with the runner up, no good. Veers Baker's there to clean it up, and she will lose the ball out of bounds. Trying to corral that loose ball. Now Colvin goes back the other way with that 4-point lead. She hit that last shot there at the end of the quarter. Coughing. Got to keep an eye. You got Steininger open here in this corner, but Triton's going to now fall into a 2-3 zone. Coughing. So they're going to say Triton knocked it out of bounds. And now Savannah Holly will check in on behalf of Austin Wright. I haven't checked our live stats. Has that been keeping up?
Steininger is in. I didn't catch him.
I'm sorry. Douglas is out.
Douglas is out.
Coughing now with the basketball. Feeds it in to Allison Craig. Now Warner will try a deep 2 from the high post. Does not get that one to drop in. And Savannah Holly gets the defensive board. Sierra Hawley now settles in. Colvin picks her up one-on-one. Here's Baker caught in the paint, feeds it outside. And Hawley will miss that one. And Warner gets the rebound, but she will fall to the ground after just couldn't quite keep her balance. That'll be a turnover for the Comets. Janika Kemp to trigger it. Goes out to Sierra Hawley. Looking for Veers in the elbow. Veers caught. Goes to Lydia Hammond. She can hit from the outside if she gets freed up. Deep two on the way for Sierra Hawley off the sideline. Lydia Hammond hustles and brings it down. And an and one opportunity coming for Mayhem as she heads to the free throw stripe.
Lydia Hammond is that hustle that the team needs right now, kind of get them waking back up.
So Warner's going to get her foul.
And Madison Douglas quickly checks in for Steininger. So this will be Triton's first trip to the free throw line. And Hammond gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Douglas has coughing, tries to thread the needle to Warner, but Savannah Hawley knocks it away, and a foul call on the Comets.
Might be back-to-back here.
Yep. That's her third.
Yeah.
And Hernandez Rios will check in for the Caston Jr. Now Douglas is going to push back. Her and Hernandez Rios are going to change spots. They will turn the pressure. It's a 1-point ball game.
One thing I like is you can take Douglas and take her off of that point and put her down in the post position and know she's still going to perform for you.
Hawley collides and she misses that one. The rebound there to Lydia Hammond. And this time Douglas gets it, but she is swarmed underneath the basket. And this one will be on Veers Baker.
Her first. Team's first.
Now Steininger quickly back in the ball game for Hernandez Rios. Josh Douglas continues to shuffle the deck here in this first half. Douglas high pass goes to Steininger in the corner. Here comes the trap. Has Colvin. Right wing three on the way, left to the mark as the box out rebound attempt by Coughing, but Triton's going to knock it out, I believe, off of her hands. So the Comets will hang on to the basketball. Douglas outside goes to Colvin. Colvin has Steininger in the corner. They'll work it on the perimeter. Now a three for Steininger. Corner three is off the mark, no good. Craig attempts it, but Triton will get called for the foul.
Foul is on number 2, Sierra Hawley, her first, team second. Look at Sierra's face at the free throw line.
Yeah. It's like, what?
She's like, okay.
So Austin Craig good on the first, but some time now will be Ellie Zartman. She checks in for Steininger, and Austin Wright will check in for Veers Baker. As she goes and takes the seat. Craig made the first. Second one on the way, rattles out, and Austin Wright gets the rebound. Hawley now goes to Lydia Hammond. 2-point ball game. Kemp quickly out to Austin Wright. Corner two. Off the mark, no good. Sierra Hawley gets the rebound, puts it back up, no good. Savannah gets the offensive rebound. Now out to Lydia Hammond. She'll try an elbow jumper on the way. Off the iron, no good. But she gets her own rebound, goes back up for two, and draws the foul. My goodness.
There's lots of shots there.
They're working there. Did her voice thing work yet?
I think it's gotten behind.
Oh.
I talk too fast. So the foul is going to be on Grace Colvin. It'll be her first personal. As Lydia Hammond good on the first, she tickles the twine there. Cuts it to one, looking for the equalizer here, and drops it right in. So we're back to a tied ball game.
She's 3 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Coughing goes to Douglas in the lane, fires a two short and does not get the roll. Janika Kemp tracks down the defensive rebound. Now to Sierra Hawley. Has Lydia Hammond down the floor. Hammond attacks, draws the foul, and she will go back to the line.
No, but I think they're going to call it on the floor.
Nope, guess not.
Foul is on 3, Ellie Zartman.
Her first, but the team's fourth.
We haven't hit the halfway point here in the second quarter, so that could be a big storyline. Colvin knocks it away from behind, and Triton turns it over. Now goes to Zartman. Zartman back to Colvin. In the lane, pull-up jumper on the way, no good. Rebound Savannah Hawley. Triton out rebound the Comets right now, 17-14 in this ball game, with 11 defensive rebounds. Give and go. Hawley, Hammond back to Hawley. High off the window. The bank is reopened. And Triton regains the lead. Douglas now caught in the corner, trying to find a place to go and trying to force a jump ball. They will, and it will stay with the Comets. Steininger now checking in on behalf of Coughing. Colvin now goes to Douglas, catch and shoot three, high arcing shot, finds its mark, and Caston retakes it.
Douglas for 3.
Holly pumps one down to her sister, leads it to Lydia Hammond, and she draws another foul into the underneath in the right block. Triton finding ways to get to the charity stripe.
Lydia Hammond especially, she's working. We usually see her beyond the arc, and that's where we love her. She is drawing out those fouls down below tonight.
Hammond will be at the line shooting 2.
Timeout.
So a 30-second timeout for the Comets.
For the Comets, it's a 30.
Well, we had a fun day on New Year's Day.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those. You didn't know what to expect.
Oh,
Because with it,
I knew what I wanted, but I got it.
Yeah, yeah, it was one of those you just kind of, with the way the history went, you just kind of thought, well,
Hey, but just so anybody's aware, IU is the only team that got a bye that won their ball game.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying. Hopefully Jeremy doesn't come get me after that. So Lydia Hammond will head to the line. Lineups are we're unchanged, but they might change here in a minute. So Hammond will attempt another free throw for her. First one off the back iron, no good. She'll settle in after missing the first. Second one on its way. High arcing shot tickles the twine there. Ties it at 12. So far been a low-scoring defensive effort here in this halfway point. Steininger answers right back with a beautiful three-point shot from the corner. Colvin with the assist.
Steininger for 3.
Patience. She was patient looking for Austin Wright. Caught down the right block to Savannah Hawley. Feeds it right back to her. Austin Wright has a matchup. Lydia Hammond. Jumper is good. Austin Wright with the rebound.
Lydia Hammond.
She's usually creating mayhem, but she's doing it to the scoreboard here tonight.
yeah, she was smart enough. She was under the basket,
Yeah.
tall trees all around you. Looked around, found somebody open.
With that one, leading all scorers with 8 points here in this first half. Allison Craig finds a seam, goes up, lost her footing, and Savannah Hawley gets the defensive rebound. Triton looking to attack here. Now to Janika Kemp. And Madison Douglas jumps the route, takes it away. 3-on-2 fast break. Comets go to Zartman, and she hits the bottom of the backboard. Sierra Hawley gets it. She will fire it down to Savannah. In transition, puts on the brakes. Up, the shot's up, no good. A little low in the window there. Madison Douglas with another rebound in the ball game. Douglas leads to Zartman. Craig by herself, straight away three. High off the rim, no good. And Savannah with another rebound for the Trojans. Janika Kemp fires it cross court to Lydia Hammond. Hammond going to attack again. Cannot draw the foul as she misses that one. And Steininger comes away with it. Craig underneath. Through traffic, can't drop it in, gets her own rebound, but it'll be ripped out of bounds by Austin Wright. And Chloe McKinney will check in on behalf of Janika Kemp. And Gigi Berry will check in on behalf of Allison Craig.
Number 3, Chloe McKinney.
Now McKinney checks back in. She had that opening basket of the ball game. Douglas in the corner. Will throw it away, but Sierra Hawley's there going to track it down. One-on-one, fast break. Hawley goes up with it. The bank shot is good, and Triton takes the lead. Back and forth we go here in the second quarter. Douglas goes to Colvin. Colvin will get it right back there from Barry. Tries to find it down into Ellie Zartman, and she gets that one to drop in, and the assist from Colvin. The Comets back out in front. How many lead changes we had?
4. Well,
5.
4 ties, 5 leads, it looks like.
So foul call underneath on the attempt.
So Barry's going to pick up her first.
Foul's called on Barry. Savannah Hawley at the line, shooting 2.
So Savannah Hawley drops it in the bucket on her first attempt. As checking in now will be Hadley Coughing from Madison Douglas. Allison Craig will now be checking in for Steininger. Jillian Bulis checking in on behalf of Lydia Hammond. And Avery Veers-Baker will check in momentarily. She looks to check in for Savannah Hawley. After this free throw, if she makes it, it's on its way. Tickles the twine, and now Veers-Baker will find her way into the ball game as Savannah will get a much-earned break. But Triton again out rebounding 20-17 on the boards here tonight. Just trying to look down there quick.
Yeah, and a lot of them, you had like 3 or 4 in that one possession.
Yeah, right. Down to Allison Craig. On the right block, can't drop it in. Veers-Baker swats it to Austin Wright. Jillian Bulis up to 4, puts on the brakes, lets the offense get down there with her on her side. Now to McKinney. Tries to dribble drive, but will throw it down with a push on the Comets called by the near side official, and it will be on.
Allison Craig as she picks up her first.
But they
her second.
But it'll be the team's 5th.
I think it's their 6th they've been in.
Oh, sorry.
They're in the bonus.
Yep.
Well, either way. McKinney, it got real quiet in here on that first free throw. And Madison Douglas now back in the ball game for Zartman.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Can't get that other one, but it will not catch the rim, so it will go to the Comets. Steininger back in.
Back into the game, number 24, Addison Steininger.
You think Jason Groves was here with all these substitutions? Which he is here, but he's not coaching. Hey, I like the utilization of the bench. Mm-hmm. I like those rotations. Douglas now as Triton settles back into that zone look on defense. Barry gets her ripped away from Chloe McKinney, and she will get called for the foul. I don't think Chloe was real happy we got to go back to the line. Quick encouragement by Coach. She sends her there. She goes, I have to go back?
McKinney at the line, shooting 2.
She has a 53% free throw shooter when she's making it to the line. One does not find the mark. She's relaxing.
Use your legs. Get a little more bend. Here she goes.
That one on the way, off short of the mark, but she gets her own rebound. Waits for Sierra, but looks for Jillian here on the near side. Bulis with a seam on the left block. Blocked there by Steininger, and she gets the loose ball. Good job by Steininger. Good defense and just walked it right up the floor. Got her team set as we are 33 seconds away from halftime. Triton with a 1-point lead here in the last moments, and Douglas going to hold for the final shot, it looks like. Now Hawley going to start the countdown.
Just go out there and put a little pressure.
So start the countdown, force them to move a little bit. Barry now goes back to Colvin. Now to Barry. Kenny?
It's getting about, yep, now we're starting on go time.
Colvin goes into Douglas outside, coughing with the up fake. Pulls it back. Douglas now gets triple team, gives the owner back to Coughing. She will fire a three at the buzzer. It will not drop in, and Triton comes back in that second quarter, putting up 14 points to the Comets 9 to have an 18-17 lead. And Kenny will give us our first half stats.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you got it there.
Do that every time.
I was waiting there. So Douglas, 6 points, Colvin with 3, Steininger with 3, Zartman and Warner each with 2, and Craig with 1. Biggest thing there, Warner getting that third foul, had to sit out quite a bit there. But then Barry and Craig having those 2, and then Douglas, Colvin, and Steininger all having single fouls. For Trojans, Hammond with 8, Sierra with 4, Savannah with 2, McKinney and Wright each with 2. Groves getting those 2 fouls, and then, of course, Veers, Holly, both Hollies and Hammond all with those single fouls. Go back to team stats here. Free throws there. Caston just 2 of 8. Triton, Ben Airline got their 6 of 12. Inside the arc there, 3 of 17 compared to 6 of 20. Behind the arc, neither team's doing really good, but Caston's at least got 3 of their 13 to drop. Triton hadn't gotten any of their 2. Turnovers there fairly close there, 7 to 10.
So we'll take a quick break here at halftime. We'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Terrace of Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, Kenny Barnhart, Abby Veers. We've got Caden and Caitlin on our sideline cameras. And as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Limmer here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. We were looking at that first half, Kenny. It's either team's game right now. I mean, Caston kind of is that X factor of the three-point shooting, but at the same time, whoever can decide to go on a long run without an answer could win this ball game.
Yeah, it's just been so tight and everything. There's just any team that handles that pressure better and just keep a couple runs going. Triton did go there for a little stretch there, a couple minutes there. They outscored Caston, 7-3. But then Caston come back and hit a couple 3-pointers and 6 points right there, get her right back to that stretch.
And Lydia Hammond had herself a night. She comes off the bench, provides 8 points to this team. But Triton has got to find a way to continue to produce because, Caston is doing a nice job getting penetration, finding ways to draw fouls, if you will, and get themselves some opportunities. But at the same time, they've had really good ball movement. Just, maybe a few of those shots, a couple more of those threes drop in, we'd be talking about a completely different contest.
And for Triton here, you see them, they're taking those shots. They have just a couple going for them here. You want to see them really excel and get a little more comfortable beyond that arc, take advantage of that spot.
I think Ketchu's all in.
Starters.
Hernandez-Rios is in for Warner. Groves fires the shot off the mark, no goes, but it will go out of bounds, so Triton will turn it over there. So Hernandez-Rios is out there with Allison Craig, Coughing, Colvin, and Madison Douglas. So take out 25. Sierra Hall, so Triton starting 5 will be out there on the floor. Coughing stops, now feeds it to Allison Craig on the left block. Cotton goes with a little bit of a scoop attempt there, but does not find the mark, and Austin Wright comes away with the rebound. Chloe McKinney on the right side up on top as they'll feed it down into Austin Wright. No good, but somehow she comes away with the offensive rebound. Miley Groves calls for it and drops it in the bucket from beyond the arc with an Austin Wright assist. Got her attention with the clap. Say, hey, I'm open. Give it right. Give it here. And Colvin will throw it away as Savannah Hawley's there to come away with the basketball. Triton with a 4-point lead, their largest lead of the ball game. Out to Sierra Hawley with the FA. Got 2 players to jump, and she goes with the runner. Good adjustment, Sierra Hawley. And Triton coming out here with a 5-0 run to start the second half. Colvin goes into Coughing, out to Craig in the corner. Hernandez-Rios free up top of the key. But trying to keep kind of in that zone defense. Nice good feed to Coughing, but she cannot connect. And it goes Austin Wright trying to keep herself away from it.
He kind of had Rios, who was in that right spot, to just kind of keep benching her just a little bit closer.
Oh, you're going to touch is what she said. It's staying down here. Hernandez-Rios in the corner. Now it's to Douglas. Douglas drives the lane, goes with the runner. Triton does not get anywhere near, but she gets that friendly roll off the front iron, and they get their first points of the second half. Colvin down into Austin Wright. Catch and shoot jumper, no good. And Allison Craig gets the defensive rebound. Colvin pushes it up to Coughing on the right side. Colvin goes to Hernandez-Rios, untouched up top of the key. Douglas in the corner, guarded by McKinney. Now Triton going to go to more of a man defense. They're going to change things up. And Triton now will crowd the paint. Douglas sizing up McKinney. With the hesitation, she drives in the lane, tries to stop, and goes, leans into it with steps, but a travel, and it'll be a turnover on the Comets.
Yep, she tried to step around and just couldn't get that foot to go around to go up.
Travel is the call. The Trojans come away with the basketball. Now it goes to McKinney. McKinney dribbles, Coughing with some tight defense, trying to use that sideline. Here comes Douglas from behind and knocks it out of bounds. Smart move by McKinney not to reach out and touch the basketball. I know your mic works better when it's.
I know, I didn't realize until I tried to say something. I was like, oh, it's up there.
Sierra Hawley, guarded by Douglas. They will stay in a man defense. Now looks like they're going to drop into a little bit of a zone. McKinney somehow corrals the long pass to Miley Groves. Groves Good defense by Craig to take away the open look. Holly drives through. Savannah gets the rebound. She fights for it. Jump ball's the call, and the Comets will come away with it. And now Natalie Warner with those 3 fouls. She will check in the ball game on behalf of Allison Craig. And Gigi Berry will find her way in the ball game for Hernandez Rios for the Comets. What?
Nothing.
Just gave me a look. Didn't know if I did something wrong.
Not you.
Well, hey. Colvin now goes to Douglas. Picked up by McKinney. Out to Berry. Berry kicks it out to Coughing. Coughing feeds into Douglas, trying to back down Austin Wright. They're going to say the foul's on the floor. The right idea there by Austin Wright, just a little too physical.
I think more of their feet got more tangled up than anything.
Yeah.
She picks up her second there.
Goes to Colvin. Colvin back to Douglas. We'll try the dribble drive. Pull up jumper from this left side of the lane and try and call for a foul.
Foul is on Miley Groves, her third. Janika Kemp quick to the scores bench.
As will be Ellie Zartman as Douglas back to the line. And she will get that first free throw to drop in. She's now 2 of 7 from the free throw line here tonight. Second on the way. Does not find the mark, and Chloe McKinney gets the rebound. So Holly down the floor. Holly calling for some help. Leads it to Savannah Holly. Good defense by Warner. Janika Kemp for 3 on the way. Count that one for the Trojans. Savannah Holly with the assist. And Triton, 6-point lead. Colvin now, top of the key. Trying to change up their defense. Really going to crowd the paint as Madison Douglas heaves a 3. Warner will knock it out of bounds. And a 30-second timeout by Josh Douglas will give his team a quick moment to figure things out as Hernandez Rios will check back in the ball game. Don't know for who until they go out back on the floor.
That's always fun. So Triton at least got one of their threes to drop.
Yeah, it's been their
couple. Oh, I guess, just one here in the second. So we haven't really shot a lot of attempts, 4, so 50%.
So they're 2 of 2 here in this second half. They were 0 of 2 to start in the first half of the ball game. Of course, appreciate everybody watching there. And again, we have the live scoring on the web. They're TTSN.live.
Yeah, you type that, TTSN.live.
Yep.
Don't put WW in front of it.
Yeah, just TTSN.live.
That's all you got to put in.
And Kenny and I are keeping
schedules on the main. When you go to that page, you got schedules there.
Who come out?
Give me a second here. No.
Nope, 11, 12, 3, 22, and 20 are in.
So 12 is out. Nope, 12 is in.
Zartman.
3, there you go. So Triton gets it over in time. They're running out of it. As Holly goes to work, Hernandez Rios, a nice screen set by Austin Wright. Kemp patrolling, kicks it to Chloe McKinney. Triton working outside the 3-point line. Janika Kemp guarded by Colvin. She drives the baseline, feeds it to Chloe McKinney. McKinney fires one up, does not draw the foul, and Douglas comes away with the ball. Douglas, top of the key, hesitates, attacks, kicks it out to Colvin. Corner 3 on the way. Short of the mark, hits the iron, and Savannah Holly picking up another rebound. That's her 7th here tonight. Now Holly will go to McKinney on the right wing. McKinney scanning, finds Austin Wright. Leaves it for Savannah Holly, and one opportunity coming for Savannah Holly on an Austin Wright assist.
saw Austin right there. She wanted that shot, and she saw Savannah coming through that one extra pass.
Warner, that's going to be her fourth.
So Mayhem checks in the ball game for Chloe McKinney. And Allison Craig will check in for Warner, who will sit with those 4 fouls. Probably won't see her back until in the fourth quarter. Triton right now with that 8-point lead, and Savannah Holly cannot get 3 points the old-fashioned way. It's Allison Craig with the rebound. Colvin pushing it in transition. Now goes to Douglas. Zartman feeding it down in there to Craig, and she will get that basket to drop in. Janika Kemp guarded by Colvin. Leaves it for Sierra Holly, who lets the offense take shape.
Trying to get set up, just don't have room out there.
Now goes to Kemp, who threads the needle to Savannah Holly. The ball is free. And Savannah Holly tries to heave it down into Lydia Hammond in the paint, hands it off to Austin Wright. Good defense by Craig to take away the easy look. Now Holly drives, retreats back to the 3-point line. Goes to Hammond. Hammond drives through. Craig sends it back. Colvin comes away with it. Doesn't have numbers, but she leads it for Douglas on the right side, and Triton will get called for the foul. I believe it'll be on Lydia Hammond.
Foul is on Lydia Hammond, her second.
Number 10, Lydia Hammond.
Team's third.
Yeah, so 3 fouls here for the team here in this third quarter. It's Madison Douglas back to the line. 1 of 2 on her last trip. 2 of 8 on the evening. First free throw finds its mark as Veers Baker now rotates in for Austin Wright. Douglas now fires her second free throw high off the rim, does not get the friendly roll, and Veers Baker comes away with the rebound. Holly crosses the timeline. Triton's starting to kind of slow down moving off the ball. They were doing a really good job there in that second quarter. Janika Kemp fires a 3, and count that one for Janika Kemp. She's got 2 3-point baskets here in this third quarter. Colvin cannot answer back. Kemp with the defensive rebound. She has Lydia Hammond all by herself. Here come the Comets, and Douglas rips it away. Good defense by her. The ball is free on the floor. Jump ball's a call, and Triton will hang on to it. But what a defensive effort there by Madison Douglas to not use the body but get in front of that ball and get a handle. That was a heck of a play by her.
Not to mention not the positioning, but coming from coast to coast all the way down.
Show off those wheels. Veers Baker goes to Hammond. Now to Holly. Sierra uses the screen set by her sister. Hernandez reels good defense by her. Caston doing a nice job communicating on their switches. Lydia Hammond fires the shot. Bank is closed. Veers Baker rebound. Her putback is good. And Triton out the largest lead of the ball game to 10.
15-6 scoring in this quarter.
The Triton 29 points combined in the last 2 quarters after scoring 4 in that first. Douglas stepping through with the left hand. No good. Rebound there, Veers Baker. Janika Kemp looks down the floor. Inside 30 seconds. Goes to Savannah Holly. Here comes the double team. She works away from it.
Kill a little time.
I heard Ashli Faulkner told him to take a breath, breathe. Janika Kemp now working it right. Goes to Lydia Hammond outside the 3-point line. The give and go almost disrupted by Douglas, and Craig sends another one back to Cinder. I believe that's her second block.
Might be, yeah.
Sierra Holly on the right wing. Works away from pressure, goes with the runner, can't connect. Veers Baker kind of fell on top of the basketball, and that will do it for the third quarter. Trojans lead 33-23.
Trojans 33.
All right, Ryan, you got her pulled up. Go for it. You can talk about it. We haven't heard from you enough tonight.
Oh, I said do that.
Technology. It's great when it works, isn't it?
And it does not want to do it.
Well, either way, I can just read it down if you'd like.
I'm not sure why he hits it, but yet it's pulling up the other.
It's like my kids.
There it goes.
There we go.
Ooh.
So, of course, before Christmas, we were at Pioneer and lost 48-33. And we come right back here on Monday night and play Trinity. That's a 6 o'clock JV start. Then we head to Oregon Davis on Wednesday. That's just a varsity-only game at 6:30 Eastern time. At John Glenn the next night. Then we
and your host in Winamac?
Is Winamac night senior night, or are they holding that off till South Central?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Our boss has not told me
yet. We're going to be in big trouble that night because who's going to go where?
Well,
the boys are at Glenn and the girls are here.
No. Oh, I guess there is a double.
No, the boys are on February 13th.
Did that get changed?
I have my paper over my bag. I just wrote it all down from what the website had told me. Because I thought the same thing. I thought there was an overlap, but it read down as February.
Okay. I'll have to look that up.
Douglas goes out to Warner, who's back in the ballgame with those 4 fouls. She has got to be careful. Douglas goes to Colvin. Colvin now scanning. Back to Douglas. Here's Baker, knocks it away, but steps on. She's going to be out of bounds to try to get a hold of it. You said the 14th?
No, 13th of February. That's the we're talking about the overlap that he thought was in January 13th.
No, it still says the boys are playing on January 13th.
They're at North Miami.
That's February.
Oh, duh.
Oh.
Yeah, it does show it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So I got to rechange, so we'll have to figure that one out. I don't know. I had it. Colvin, top of the key, now goes back to Douglas. Back to Coughing. Warner gets it ripped away by McKinney. Goes to Janika Kemp. And Douglas does exactly the same thing to Kemp as she goes up with the left hand up and gets the friendly roll. And now Miley Groves looks to check in with her 3 fouls. Out of McKinney. 1 to go underneath. Nothing's there. Good defense by Douglas. Kemp drives the lane, gets it partially knocked away by Hernandez Rios, but will throw it out of bounds.
Unless the vent link's wrong.
She was looking at our site, is what she thought she was looking at.
I'm looking at it right now. It says that we play.
Okay.
Girls play Winamac on the 13th.
Okay. It's there. We're good.
Very well.
We'll figure. We will figure it out when we get there. Back to basketball. Douglas now on the right wing. Will go in the corner to Coughing. Fires the 3. High arcing shot. No good off the rim. Hernandez Rios with the rebound. Colvin up top. Uses the screen set by Warner. Back door is closed by Hawley. Colvin on the left side of the lane. Goes up top there. Colvin will fire a 3. Off the rim, no good. And Sierra Hawley will let it wisely go out of bounds. So Triton back with the basketball again. Smart move by Sierra Hawley to let that one go out of bounds. Colvin now. So Groves now trying to find somewhere to go with it. And a foul call on the Comets.
Foul is on 11 Rios, her first.
Now Groves triggers it, trying to find somewhere to go. We'll leave it on the middle. Dangerous pass, and Douglas intercepts it. Another steal for her. Douglas caught, and a foul call on the Trojans. Craig and Steininger to check in.
Foul is going to be called on Sierra Hawley, her second, team's first.
So Coughing and Hernandez Rios come off the floor for Steininger and Craig. We'll check in. Colvin triggers the inbound. Craig goes outside to Steininger on the right wing. On top to Douglas. Bobbles it, regains control. Now she retreats back. Triton settles in defensively. Triton trying to keep set. It's a little bit of a 3-2 zone look. Douglas rotates to the corner. Good close up by McKinney, but it's not enough as Douglas, with a hand in the face, drops it down. Miley Groves to answer back. Can't get down to drop in. Veers Baker with the rebound. Put back, and she is fouled by Warner, who is done for the night. Josh Douglas making his point known, defensively trying to get his team to match up. This Triton's really taking that away from him.
Yeah.
Or taking advantage of it, rather. So Veers Baker, that first free throw off the front iron, no good.
Be your first trip there tonight.
Triton as a team, 6 of 13. That one off the mark, but the putback by McKinney cleans it up and drops it in. Douglas goes to Colvin with the pull-up baseline jumper, no good. Veers Baker with the rebound. Groves now on the right side. Low pass is picked up, but the jump ball will belong to the Trojans, so it'll stay here.
I've been informed no one can hear me or Abby, so I don't know what the deal is.
Well, it's all turned all the way up. I can't do anything more to it. Crank it all the way up.
Oh, goodness.
That's as far as it goes. Groves now with it on the right wing. Will drive. Ball is free. And now jump ball, and the Comets take over off the turnover. Everybody's on the same decimal point, pushing out.
Let's see who we got going in.
In for the Trojans, number 20, Jillian Bulis. For the Comets, number 24.
Steininger will check in. As well, Bulis.
Came out.
I didn't see. It was real fast. Might have been coughing. Yeah, coughing's out. Douglas crosses the half-court line. Now it goes to Colvin on the left side. Craig calling for it underneath. Triton does not recognize it. They throw the kneel, but she lost the dribble off of her foot, and Triton takes over. And now Coughing and Hernandez Rios ready to check back in the ball game for Steininger and Barry. McKinney now works it to Holly. Holly uses the screen. Up the floor she goes. Looking for Veers Baker, too tall, and Triton will turn it over. Another unforced error. This is something that plagued them back in the first quarter.
Yeah, the good look there, and you're trying to get it away from that defender, but tossing it away.
And now Douglas is going to keep the rotation as Steininger and Barry back in for Hernandez, Rios, and Coughing.
Steininger and number 25, Gigi Berry.
11 and 4.
Who else can? I guess that don't matter. Go for it.
Douglas now goes to Colvin here on the left wing. Craig trying to get position on the far side block. Douglas in the lane, goes up with it, can't drop it in, gets her own rebound, and is fouled on the putback. Oh, they're going to say jump ball. So they're going to call jump ball, and Triton takes over. And here comes the two-player swing. Just better keep 24 and 25 coming out, 11 and 4 checking in.
He's trying to keep those two off of the defensive possessions.
Three is not out there.
He doesn't want to compromise their play here.
McKinney now to trigger the inbound. Caston going to pressure all the way up the floor. Run out of time. A timeout for Coach Faulkner. I think we'll see what it is. Be a full timeout for her. So trying with 3 timeouts remaining, as will the Comets. I believe they only use 2 30-second timeouts, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Who's checked in?
Well.
We had a full timeout.
Whatever. I don't know. So many things going
Yep,
on.
there's
trying
a
to
lot.
keep track of everything.
Especially you got everybody in and out, in and out, in and out.
You better just might as well just keep
Leave them all in there.
Keep them up there. Because they're going to be changing out a lot. But a good timeout by Ashli Faulkner. Her team leads right now by 7, but again, they got the ball possession. They've got to find a way to hang on to it and get those passes a little crisper because That's going to let Caston ease back in this ball game. But Triton has gone on that big run to get themselves out in front. Largest lead of the ball game for them was up to 10.
Caston here
I don't
looking
know why
to,
it says that.
Caston looking to really turn up their defense here, forcing Trojan errors here. And Triton here, you just got to keep your calm coming through this deep press.
Caston trying to use some chaos to see if they can get the Trojans to bite. Miley Groves up the floor. Hernandez Rios, good pickup by her. Groves kind of caught in a bad spot. We'll find it to Veers Baker. Rips and she will drive. Goes through and tries to feed, but a charge as Douglas gets out in front and plants her feet. Veers Baker called for the foul.
Veers Baker, her second foul. Team second.
Oh, now your switch is back out there again. Can you see? You don't have to click.
Yep, I don't think I have Steininger in. We'll just
keep them all clicked up. That's the
yep,
six there. That's the six they're going with.
We'll just leave them up. So if you're watching the live, there's more players on there than what it should be.
Sorry, bad count. Douglas trying to find somewhere to go with to find Steininger, but a timeout by the Comets. They will use one of their first full timeouts, and they will have 2 timeouts remaining.
Oh, Culver and Caston sit atop the Hoosier North right now at 4-1, followed by North Judson 3-1, Winnemax 2-1, North Miami's 2-1, Triton's 2-1, Pioneers 1-3, Oregon Davis 0-4, and Argus 0-5.
So around the conference today, playing Argus is at North Judson or at North Miami today, and Winnemac is at Delphi, and Rossville is taking on Pioneer, and that isn't in a tournament, so it's not on site for either one of those 2 teams. And North Judson is at Plymouth here tonight, and whatever tournament they're playing in.
Yeah, their little holiday tournament over there. The JV boys was.
They were up there 2 games today. Northridge.
Speaking of boys, LaVille's playing in a tournament today. That's who we play, of course, on Tuesday night here in the Trench. Yesterday, LaVille won both their games against South Central and Victory Prep. Don't have a score from their 2 games today.
So Allison Craig will now trigger the inbound for the Comets in front of her own bench. Colvin freed up off the screen to the corner. Now goes to Craig. Play did not go as designed by coaches. Frustratingly puts his hands on his head, but Craig fights through. Can't get down to drop in, gets her own rebound, throws it to Colvin. Colvin fires a 3. Count that one. Allison Craig with the rebound. And now the Comets are within striking distance, 2-possession ball game. They have climbed their way back in the ball game. Once down by 10, now find themselves down by 4. Groves, here comes the double team. Douglas trying to fight for it. Tipped. McKinney's there to clean it up. Triton needs to settle down on offense because the Comets are creating some chaos. Triton needs to find some composure quick. Veers Baker underneath. Pull-up jumper on the way. Does not get to drop in. And Douglas rips away the rebound. She attacks back the other way. Down by 4. Sets the offense. Now Josh Douglas telling where his offense needs to be. Douglas works it to Colvin. 2:22 to go in the ball game. Steininger. This game last year went into overtime down at Caston. Back to Colvin. Craig swings it outside. Steininger inside the 3-point line. She drives. Leaves it for Douglas. She drives, goes through, and a foul call. And here comes your 2-player swing.
Foul is on Veers Baker. She picks up her 3rd. Team's 3rd.
So Douglas goes back to the line. She's been there a lot tonight. 3 of 10 for her. Of course, with her game high 15 points. Trying to draw within 2. High off the rim, in and out. Austin Wright will check in on behalf of Veers Baker. And of course, the 2-player swing for the Comets. It's Coffing and Hernandez Rios back in the ball game, and 24 and 25 take a break. And Barry and Steininger. Douglas cannot. Empty trip for her. Trying to use screens to get Douglas away from it. Hall on the right, Brock trying to find some space. Douglas forcing the jump ball, and Caston will get it back. Or I guess Triton has it. Boys, scores table.
Yeah, they've been a little behind down there.
Well, for them, if Caston has the basketball, so the possession error did not flip. I thought I think it was the one down here. It was the one that we all thought was a foul. So Douglas now with it. Goes to Colvin. Steininger on the left wing. And Holly intercepts it on the pass from Steininger. Holly all the way down the floor. Douglas trying to knock it away, and she'll get called for a reach.
Madison Douglas picks up her second.
Team's third.
Of course, the same two players will change place. Coughing and Rios are back in the ball game, and Steininger and Barry will take a seat. McKinney now. Scanning, looking for somewhere to go. High up the floor she goes to Sierra Holly. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Triton leads by 4. Now goes to McKinney. Back to Holly. Coughing now will foul Sierra Holly for the team's 4th. And now Ellie Zartman will check in on behalf of Coughing. So we have a weird substitution now for Caston. I'm just kidding.
We're out of our normal
routine.
Sequence.
But I like that move by Josh Douglas. Force trying to beat you at the free throw line. Now to Sierra Holly. Goes back in to Groves. So that'll be the team's 5th foul.
It'll be on Rios Hernandez, her second. Hernandez Rios.
So, but what that foul does, that gives time for Caston. No clock is running. So you're going to send Triton and say, hey, beat us at the free throw line. And Triton, you got to take advantage of these free points. And Miley Groves gets the friendly bounce on. I believe she hit all points on that new rim down here under our right. Now Gigi Berry will check in for Ellie Zartman.
They're matching now.
Oh, I thought I color corrected. They are matching.
Might need to get your glasses checked down there.
I did not expect them to change those rims.
And perfect trip for Miley Groves, takes advantage of those free points. So back to a 6-point lead. Still a 2-possession game. Douglas back to Colvin. Now goes to Barry. They got to start shooting here if they want to have a chance to get back in this ball game. Now Douglas forces a straightaway 3. They're going to say Chloe McKinney blocked the basketball. Now Holly leaves it for her sister Sierra, who goes up the floor. Sierra now trying to get the floor, and now Douglas will commit the foul, and Sierra Holly back to the line.
Will be Douglas's 3rd foul. You're trying here. You are hitting every single free throw opportunity you get. Keep pushing yourself further and further.
Sierra Holly now settles in. First free throw finds its mark. Now it's a 3-possession game as Zartman and Rios check in for Barry and Coughing. Now Holly does not get the roll. Craig with the rebound. Douglas will lean into a 3. Banks open. And the Comets will use their 4th timeout. They will have 1 timeout remaining. All full.
Yep. Triton's got 3, 1 full and a couple halves.
So the last time Triton had the traveling trophy was the year of its inception, 2016. And we defeated Caston for it, although they were the inaugural holder of it. Something all right?
Oh, we're trying to fix our.
No, we're sorry. We're figuring out.
We held it for 5 games before falling to North Judson in triple overtime on January 27th, 2017.
All right, but right now in the driver's seat. But 26 seconds, a long time in basketball. But
I'm just excited to see what this trophy looks like because you guys got to see it and I didn't.
As he carried it in, it was not what
I told Kenny that is not a paint can.
no.
I've seen a lot of paint cans.
Poplar Pale is what
Poplar Pale, excuse me. It looked like a painted can, so we call it the paint can. So the Poplar Pail, that is not a pail. I've seen plenty of buckets in my day. That is not a bucket.
And it's definitely not oaken.
It is not oaken. It might be made out of poplar still, but it ain't a pail. McKinney now triggers the inbound. Goes to Sierra Hawley, bobbles it, regains control. Here comes the pressure. They're going to force it, and jump ball's the call, and Triton will hang on to it. Someone's got to get free. McKinney's got to recognize if someone goes down the floor, you've got to just leave it up for grabs.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get away from this end down there.
McKinney now.
Nope, she's trying.
Get it in, get it on.
Yep.
Ashli Faulkner will take a timeout.
Seen it.
Oh, McKinney frantically goes, no timeout.
There's going to be
the full. That'll be their last full, correct?
Yep.
So they'll have 2 30-second timeouts remaining.
So, yeah, they get it.
Why don't you get it right on your paper?
Look at your paper.
I'm looking at Kenny's board.
Yep.
That's different. It don't matter what I do during ball games, writing down stuff. Of course, appreciate Kenny putting in some work here with the new stat program. We've got to play with it a little bit. Now feeding that live stats page.
I don't know why it's not putting the time on there. Yeah, I should have had on the live stat, should have had the clock going. So we'll have to get that.
Do you have to re-add it on your spot there? Does that make a difference?
No,
Shows there, but does it?
It's not showing up there. Should be right above that little live box.
Well, either way, there's 22 seconds to go.
Yep.
Triton with 2 timeouts left, both 30-second timeouts, and 1 timeout left for the Comets is a full.
So see if they get something set up here with this.
This is a big possession right here.
Yeah, they're kind of breaking through here.
Trying to get tied up. McKinney.
Yep.
Ashli Faulkner sees trouble, calls another timeout.
She's counting.
So both with 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, they kind of broke through, but the players all kind of went together, and it was easy to defend.
Jackson and I have a lot of conversation about off-ball movement. He may be 6, but by golly, I'm going to nail that into his head, how we move off the ball. What?
You just got to move in general is what I'm thinking with these girls here.
Oh, exactly.
They run their play. They get kind of stuck on where they're at. You just want to see.
Just
bust
get going.
out.
Just
Coach
go.
Kenny,
Hey, we
Break
could
launch
something.
it.
Hey,
Like,
we could ask Toothless to come in and let us know what's up with that. Of course, Jackson now missing both of his front teeth.
All he wanted for Christmas was his foofy.
Well, he wanted Thoothy. He wanted Thoothy the other day.
Yeah, I went foofy the other night. Yep.
Golly. All right, so here we go. 22 seconds to go. McKinney going to leave it down the floor.
There they go.
Leaves it for Hawley. Here comes Douglas in pursuit and rips it away, so it'll be knocked 2 seconds off the clock.
But the biggest thing is get this ball down here on this end of the court.
But both sides with only 1 timeout remaining. Last season, this game went into overtime. McKinney leaves it up top for Sierra Hawley. Here comes the foul by Douglas. So Sierra Hawley back to the line. She was 1 of 2 on that last trip.
Douglas entering with her 4th.
Now, I thought we were going to see it.
Yep,
There it is.
Let's see somebody coming around.
Allison Craig going to check in momentarily. You breaking pencils down there?
No, I need it slanted.
So Holly off the front iron, no good. The JV won earlier tonight with a score of 40-12, 4-7 on the year, 3-1 in conference play. Holly's second free throw does not find the mark, hits the back iron, but she gets the rebound. Colvin, someone trying to foul, and if it's on Douglas, she's done.
Out.
Nope.
Gave it to Colvin.
Oh.
Douglas, that was a lucky break for her.
That would be Colvin's first.
You were kind of
second. Sorry.
You were kind of flirting with a foul there. Let me tell you.
No, out of all people, she's the last one that Caston really wants taking it.
She's got 18 points in the ball game today. And Holly off the front iron.
Deal got that first one and then just kind of falling short on the rest of these.
Second free throw finds the mark. So now it's a 5-point game. 12 seconds to go. The Comets aren't done yet. Douglas outside fires a deep three. Bank is closed. Ball still live. Colvin steps back. She will fire a three. Count that one. And now it's a 2-point game with 2.2 seconds to go in the ball game. What a play by Colvin to have the recognition to step back into a three and fire it away. Great play by her. What a ball game. And it said, it's going to come down to that final possession, and look what we have here.
Yeah, it did.
Look what we have here. Good job, Claude.
It predicted the.
Yes.
It predicted this was going to go down to a one-possession game.
Yes, it did.
If someone can't go on a big run and get without answers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. That was the halftime
There you go.
analysis.
Good job, Claude. I like that. Not John Claude, although it would be great to meet him one day. I mean, watched a lot of those movies as a kid.
Claude works better than saying Chat GPT, too.
Yes, it does. I like Claude better. I don't like saying Chat GPT. It's just a little too.
It's too forgetful.
Too forgetful.
But John Harrell had this as like a 12-point game?
They did. It had favored the Comets 46-34.
And see, on the end of the last year, I can say, with Triton, with the way they were kind of playing through those last couple games, I'd agree with that. But Triton here really just needing that break and coming out with this energy that I've talked about all break long that I've really wanted to see.
The biggest thing here is get this ball away from this basket.
Yes.
Or get it inbounded. You have one timeout remaining. And Ashli Faulkner counting.
Oh.
Down the floor. Douglas gets a piece, but she knocks it out of bounds. No official. They are giving it to the Comets with 1.1 seconds to go.
He wanted to call timeout, but he couldn't. Remember, he can't.
So Caston's going to have to get something in here. Allison Craig going to try to check in. And she will check in for Hernandez Rios. So Triton needs to watch the three-point line or the two. They got to watch here. 1.1 is a long time in basketball. Now Colvin triggers the inbound. Looking to find. Leads it to Douglas. Douglas fires a three. It's in! Is it a three or is it a two?
Oh, it was a two.
They are saying it was a two. We are headed to overtime. The officials are saying, they're saying two.
No,
the official here is saying two.
If you look back at it, too, it was two. She was in there.
But what a shot by Douglas.
There you go.
And they're giving it two. So we are headed
my
to
gosh.
overtime, and that's what we saw last year. And back to overtime we go. What a shot and a play by Douglas to find the inside there and fire it.
Douglas here coming out, though, in this bonus quarter here. She's got to realize she has those 4 quarters, or she has those 4 fouls on her.
That means there's more basketball here.
Boy, if you thought we were done like I was hoping.
We'll take a look at it here.
Yeah.
All right, so
Got
take a
some
look.
Different angles.
I don't know. She kind of lifted. I thought she was beyond the arc.
Oh.
Yeah, she was. She lifted off unless her foot was on the line.
Yeah.
Let's see what Caitlin's angle looks like. Maybe she caught it. It looked like her foot was on the line.
You can't see too many people on the road there.
I'll check Caitlin's.
Let's see if I can slow it.
I thought she lifted off with that left foot.
Slide that
yeah,
down.
I think she's beyond the arc. Triton fans aren't going to like that, but I think she was beyond the arc. I think that was a game winner.
Sorry,
She was
play it back one
behind.
more time. I got to see it.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
now slow it down.
Sorry.
Yeah, slow down right here. Watch her left foot. She is beyond the arc.
But
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
a game winner. That's a game winner. So the Comets got robbed. I mean, she shot the ball. She was beyond, but yes, she leaned in. Her body left the ground beyond the arc. So overtime, here we go.
Oh, well, we get to try out this thing in overtime. I already got some stuff to fix.
What's Claude think now?
You can ask him. He ain't going to have enough time to answer.
I don't have time to answer now.
He's going to say, "Well, guess what? You're still playing." That's what's going on here. So tie ball game. Going to overtime. Last year this did, where the Comets pulled away 56-48 in that score down at Caston. These two sides both with one loss in the conference play.
Okay, so who's in?
So for the Comets, Douglas, Coughing, Zartman, Colvin, and Craig. Savannah Hawley, Austin Wright, Sierra Hawley, Miley Groves, and Chloe McKinney all out there for Triton. So Holly and Craig meet at center circle. Overtime is underway as Triton controls the tip.
Need a new pen.
Leads it to Miley Groves.
Those two I get mixed up, I'm not going to lie. I think it's the hair.
They're 3 and 4, too. Holly now goes to her sister here in Sierra. Sierra swings it right. McKinney now to Miley Groves. Long possession. Trying to look for that shot. Like I said, Douglas has got to be careful of those 4 fouls. Chloe McKinney had a look, did not take it. Leads it to Austin Wright. Wright kicks it out to Sierra Holly. She will drive. Good close out there by Colvin. Groves on the outside. Leads it to Austin Wright. Wright stops. It goes out to Sierra Holly. She will fire a 3. It does not take the friendly bounce. McKinney cleans it up. Put back is good. So Triton strikes first here in overtime. Douglas will leave it for Colvin, who hit a big 3 at the end of that fourth quarter. Now Douglas uses the screen, swings it out to Colvin. Colvin for the lead from the corner. Can't drop it in, and Coughing corrals the loose ball. Colvin now. My goodness. Colvin now. Good grief. Douglas now caught on the elbow. Josh Douglas going to pull his offense back, settle him down. Both sides with, I guess they only have one timeout. Triton got another timeout, so they have 2 remaining. I don't know if they're full or 30,
yeah,
but.
I need to add that back on.
So now Coughing with it. Dead ball. Goes to Zartman, back to Coughing. 2:13 to go. Douglas reading. Trying to take away the drive. Long possession, defense trying to stand tall. The Comets looking to drain as much clock, which is a good thing for them if they can get another shot off.
They've proven they work best under pressure.
They've hit a couple late shots in this ball game. Craig gets it. Near the sideline, gets her foot away from it. Now Coughing. Works it right to Douglas. The defense trying to stand tall. Douglas leaves it for Colvin, uses the screen. Craig calling for it in the low block. Now Douglas drives, stops, goes up on top to Colvin. Colvin back to Douglas, now to Coughing. Coughing tries to throw it through. Ball's up, ball's free, and the Comets will hang on to it as jump ball's the call. 1:21 to go. Boy, the whole game we're talking about, man, this game feels like it's going slow. Well, guess what? Overtime isn't.
It's flying here.
Gigi Berry in the ball game now for Zartman. Colvin puts it in motion. Out to Berry in the corner. Coughing, drive now, finds Colvin. Colvin up on top to Douglas. She will try the dribble drive. Gets it almost ripped away, fades away, short of the mark, tipped around, gets her on rebound, put back, no good. Savannah Holly rips it down and trying to get out of trouble. She will kick it to Sierra and try now with the possession with 1 minute to go in the ball game.
You don't have to shoot, just be smart.
Groves now with on the right side. Berry almost got a piece of that one. Sierra Holly now trying to force it to the other side. Here comes the extra defense, and Colvin going to get called for the foul, I believe. That's where it'll be.
Foul is on Colvin, her 3rd.
So Triton will shoot because those team fouls from the fourth quarter do carry into overtime. So Sierra Holly to the line with a pair of big free throws here. And that one does not catch the rim. So Steininger, we see her first moments as she checks in for Coughing. What a game we have here to start 2026. Second one, finds the mark. Now it's a 3-point game. Douglas down the floor. Triton settles into a zone look. Back to Douglas. 37 seconds on the clock. Colvin guarded by Holly. Into the corner now to Douglas. Tries to step back, shot taken away. Colvin gets it bobbled, but she regains control. Trying to swat away at it. Douglas by herself. Corner 3 on the way for the tie. No good. Rebound there belongs to Berry. Berry now with the basketball. Leaves it for Craig. Down into Colvin. Out to Berry. She fires a 2. Can't drop it in. Rebound, Miley Groves, and they're trying to foul her, and they do. And Triton goes back to the line now with 13.6 seconds to go.
Foul is on Colvin. She is now with 4. That is her and Douglas both with 4.
So Zartman and Hernandez Rios to check in momentarily. 13.6 to go. Triton trying to start the new year out with a win. First free throw finds its mark. Now it's a 4, but it's a 2-possession game.
Doesn't
she have to go in if she checked?
She checked in. She's supposed to.
So Barry now comes off the floor. Groves hit that first one. Second one on the way. Rattles home. Now Triton with a 5-point lead. 13 seconds to go. Caston needing to mount another comeback. Douglas drives in with the runner up, and it's good. 4 seconds to go in a timeout for the Comets.
Douglas with the basket.
Deja vu, anyone?
Yeah. So it's a full timeout.
It's a full timeout. So your extra is a full. So just anybody in case wants to know.
Well, I got to put that in as a.
Kenny's taking notes, coughing now. She's going to check in.
And for the Comets, number 4, Hadley coughing.
I guess Barry's going to come off the floor for them. Trying the inbound's got to be clean. Yes, you have 2 timeouts, a full and a 30 remaining.
You're here with these girls. You know exactly what they're going to do. You have to see what's working for you.
Can't just click the button.
Oh, I guess it could.
Yeah. There you go.
Just got to right-click it.
There you go.
This is the first conference overtime game this season, it looks like.
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
For any school in a conference.
For any school, there you go. Neither team has played in an overtime game this season. But the Comets can get a possession here, but they don't have any timeouts remaining, so it's going to have to be a quick turn and shoot if they can get the basketball. Or a 2 and draw the foul to try to find the equalizer. So Triton going to go down to the half court, try to see if they can discombobulate the Comets. Now Holly's going to run up to the front side. That's where the ball's going to go. She gets a clean inbound and trying to move through, and a foul call there. I believe it's on Zartman.
And it is Ellie Zartman, her second.
So Sierra Holly down the floor, looking to put one in to ice it. Rodney Eunice looks on across the way. All serious over there, resting on the side of the bleachers.
Said, of course, this game has to keep going.
And there's the ice. But if she doesn't make this one, and smart move by Faulkner, pull everybody off.
Pull them out.
No fouls here if you're the Trojans, depending on this free throw. And Holly nails it, and that is going to do it. The Trojans are going to start 20-26 off right. Douglas will fire a 3. It will not hit the mark, and Triton wins the traveling trophy here tonight. Ashli Faulkner fired up. What a contest. So I guess I'll go down and get interviews.
I think we need some interviews.
So we'll throw up the team stats there. Caston got to line 14. Gus got 4 of theirs to drop. Triton 15 of 28. 2-pointers 8 of 31 compared to 11 of 37. Behind the arc, quite a few was put up for Caston trying to get there. 7 to 27. We're just 3 of 7 for the Trojans, and a turnover there 12 to 17. There's the trophy. So it's a real trophy now. So
it looks like the boys.
So we'll throw it up there. Douglas led Caston with 22, Colvin with 9, Steininger and Craig each with 3, and Zartman and Warner finished out with 2. For the Trojans, scoring Holly with 9, Hammond with 8, Groves with 7, Savannah Holly, McKinney, and Kemp each with all with 6. Wright and Veers finished it out with 2. So get a good picture down there of the trophy.
Rodney's going to get a picture for me.
Yep, he's down there getting it.
Probably able to use cadence too. Get the score up there.
Yep, put that up. So we'll get reconfigured here a little bit, get some interviews. Stay tuned.
All right, now we're here with senior guard Miley Groves. Another comeback win for you guys, but the first one in overtime for you because you guys went to overtime last year. What's it like to get a win like this to start the year?
It's really good because we did not do that a lot last year, so it's just it's good. Feels good.
You guys came out and did a really good job shooting. Of course, you hit the three that was real big, but then from the free throw line down the stretch, I'm sure your dad has had a little play in that about hitting free throws when it matters, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be now. If you guys have a little thing at home, is Dad there telling you, say, hey, it's important when it matters. You got to hit these. They're free points.
I mean, yeah, he just says that about everything. He's like, why'd you do that? But he should be like, yeah, you did that.
Well, if anybody's going to teach you, I think it's that guy, right? But for you with this team, you've kind of gone through some turmoil the last handful of games, but tonight, riding the ship as a senior, what's that like to get some momentum here to go for the final push of the year?
It's really good. I think that this is good for us because we went through a good stretch at the beginning, and then we kind of had a bad stretch, but I think this is good for us to keep going,
So for the holidays, did you guys do anything fun?
I got cake.
That's important.
Yeah, that was fun. That's about it.
Well, we didn't do anything too. I pulled my kids' 2 front teeth, but that was about as exciting as it got in the O'Hara household. But for you playing in the trench, this is the senior year. There's only a handful of games here at home left for you. What's that like? What's the best memory you've had here on this floor?
Probably my sophomore year when we beat Bremen. We came because they were a really good team, and we beat them, and that was a good memory. I like that one.
Oh, that's a good memory to have. But for you, if there's one player, you've got to play with a lot of players in your time here, but who's one player that's kind of stood out to you in your time here playing at Triton?
Sierra, because we grew up playing together, so I think that we work good together, and I think we work really good together, so I like playing with Sierra.
Well, Miley, we'll let you go get changed. I'll let you finish getting changed that way, but we appreciate it. But good job tonight. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be joined by Coach Faulkner here in just a moment. Must have disconnected. So either way, Ashli, starting the new year out right with an overtime win. I mean, a big overtime. This went in overtime last year, and this time you guys found a way to win.
It did, yes. So I told Lindsay, I said, deja vu is on our side this time. So I'm really grateful that the girls believed in themselves enough and had the confidence to come out and win this ball game. It's a big one for us.
They came out with a run. I mean, they got down in that first quarter, but found a way to come back. Lydia Hammond created some mayhem and came off the bench, and that translated to the scoreboard. And this team was finding ways to get the free throw line, and they were making their free throws tonight. That was a huge thing for this group.
That was huge. I mean, without those free throws, we wouldn't have won this game. And Lydia played huge tonight. I mean, in the locker room at the beginning of the game, I told all the girls, I said, every single one of you has to have a scorer's mentality. You have to believe that you can put the ball in the bucket, and we need everybody to contribute. And she took that seriously, and she filled it up, and I appreciate that. And all the girls stepped up and did such good things tonight.
Defensively, I mean, you had to kind of fight with this group because, I mean, of course, Douglas had 18 points tonight for her. I mean, she was a force to reckon with, but your team found a way to control everything else to where they could stay ahead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so Douglas is a great player. Like, hats off to her. She does a phenomenal job of finding ways to put the ball in the hoop, whether it's from the three-point line or driving. And she gets to the free throw line a lot, draws a lot of fouls. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I'm a firm believer that basketball is 100% a team sport, and not one person can win the ball game for you. So we were really trying to focus all week on really containing her. Okay, but then also trying to make others score. And I think we did a good job overall of forcing other people to step up. I mean, in 18, I wish we could have maybe held her a little bit lower than that. But there again, she's a good player. She's going to get her points.
And tonight your team off the ball on offense was finding ways to kind of get open and create. I talk about off-ball movement and how important that is. Tonight this group really kind of understood how important that off-ball movement is.
Yes, absolutely. So I think we've seen a lot of teams come at us with a 2-3 zone here recently, and we've really kind of struggled to score. So this past or over Christmas break, we've really been trying very hard to say no, like we are going to move, we are going to cut, we're going to attack the gaps, because that's how we're going to be able to actually score against a 2-3 zone. And we were able to do that both when they went man against us, okay, and then also when they decided to go zone against us, we were actually able to penetrate the lane and kick out to shooters or kick to our post players.
For your girls, they held that composure as they went deeper into the game. And then who was that one voice for them, that not other than yourselves, you and your coaching staffs, but who was the one voice in there that just kind of got everybody's act together and kept them cool and under pressure?
I think I have to really tip our hats to our seniors. I mean, Sierra and Miley. Sierra's a little bit more vocal than Miley is, but Miley kind of holds that calmness. But Sierra was like, come on, girls, like, we're going to do this. Like, we're okay. Keep playing with confidence. She was really echoing a lot of those things that Lindsay and myself and Sam are saying in practice and also saying on the sideline.
Now, wins can a lot of times can give this team a lot of, I guess, momentum going down the stretch. This is huge for this team because, the stretch here gets a little bit tougher before you get to that bi-county tournament, and then where you have to meet at LaVille yet again, and then sectional plays, right, not too far behind it. What's it like? What does a win like this do for these girls going forward?
Well, I really hope that it gives them the confidence. I mean, Caston's a good team. Like, they have really been in some battles, and we knew that we could go in and battle with them, and we came out victorious tonight. And hopefully we can use that as a springboard to come in. We play another game on Monday. Hopefully we can use this momentum and have a good showing then. And then we play Oregon Davis and John Glenn. So I just hope that they use this as a confidence builder. That's going to be our biggest thing, and be able to use the things that we did tonight and capitalize on them, and then use those on Monday night and on Wednesday night and on Thursday night, and going through the rest of the season. Just keep building on the things that we're learning and what we're doing well.
So Triton wins here in overtime. We appreciate everybody watching here tonight, and until next time, remember the Trojan way.